everybody. We are live from Politics Central with some friends, with lots of enemies. Hitting. Okay, good. Look, and the stream key is blacked out. I like that. That's good. All right.
Right, it's coming after you.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna do two things. We're going to watch some 360 videos because that's what you need right now. You need to relax. You've been too stressed. You've been looking at those polls, man. What are you doing? You only get one vote. You get like 50 polls. Relax. Take a breath. And watch me mountain bike through Seattle while we watch our country either burn
or burn.
Pick your burnin'. Okay. And I mean, I'm here to offer no copium with respect to the reality that we're not going to know anything until like a month from now, and there's going to be a lot of yelling and shouting and people proclaiming that the election is stolen, it's theirs. And by people, of course, I mean literally one person, for whom some of you voted. So you get to deal with them while we're going to sleep. We're going to sleep off the last 8 years. Okay, well, I can't make this like half screen for some reason. I'm so confused what is happening. Okay. Would be nice to not see this. What the fuck? It's literally up there. There we go. Okay. Well, the bar is gonna live on the side for today, I guess. Oh, I want to move it back. There we go. We're set. All right, y'all. Austin, did you voted early?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna ask you how the polls were in Texas today.
I don't think the polls have been starting to count. Last time I checked on 270, nothing was updated.
Gotcha.
Let's see.
I'll tell you what, from what I've seen here in Minnesota, it has been none.
Yeah, nothing as far as what like 270 says. It's all zero still. Let's see.
Yep, folks, if you want to be able to do this on a bike in your city, you better vote for Democrats, because let me tell you, not a single Republican even knows what a sidewalk is. Car brain is terminal. That's right. That's right. Okay, so as of updated just now, again, 1.9% votes in and 11 over in Georgia. No updates since 1 minute ago. Man, they're really slacking over there. We'll see what happens next. Relevel, rotate. I would like to, if I can, let's see here. I'm gonna turn off world lock. Now what that's gonna do is it's not gonna require me to rotate the camera anymore. Cowabunga, baby. And a lot of wind noise. So I'm curious, guys, on Discord, is this coming through? Wait, you can't even see this camera on Discord, can you? I didn't start the virtual cam. How about now?
Yeah, polls close at 7, so we won't even get like a start to the vote until 7 o'clock.
There we go.
You still gotta wait another 13 minutes, sir, till they at least close the
polls where? Texas?
In Texas.
All right, and I think they're the primary, because again, if Texas flips blue, I mean, I will get so drunk tonight. You cannot, you will not believe, if you see me tonight, how drunk I'll be. But I really...
They won't call it by tonight. They'll call it...
I'm saying, like, if it happens that it's statistically clear that Texas is blue tonight, I will not go to work tomorrow. I'm not even take tomorrow off. I'm just gonna get plastered. Like, I haven't celebrated something like that so hard since I probably turned like 12. Anyway, the reality is, I think Allred is the race to pay attention to there, and not much else is going to happen. We got 12 minutes until this begins to populate. Politico says 38 minutes ago, this has been a mostly smooth election so far, despite Russia's best efforts. Of course, there's a good chance it's probably a little bit more than just Russia. We have a lot of countries that are interested in these elections, both positively and negatively.
Internally.
Yeah, and internally we have a lot of countries known as states that deal with other countries known as countries to influence elections. A lot of gerrymandering happened in the last 4 years too in states like Pennsylvania. That's why I think 3 seats are being projected in the House to go to Republicans. And there is just no winning those. One thing I've been hearing a lot, like I think Sam Cedar, I'm not gonna call him a pundit, political gentleman, political hero. Sam Cedar was talking in part about how we are. Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say. Shit. Let me back up. He was saying. Oh, I hate that. I hate when I lose my train of thought live. Regardless, he is.
You were talking about the House and anything that's
of the opinion, which I think is really interesting, that Democrats, when they get into office, they don't really gerrymander or revert the gerrymandered maps back. Now that's changed lately a little bit, but for the most part, what happens is Democrats get elected into these states, and eventually, stochastically, they get replaced by Republicans. And as soon as that happens, we get a gerrymandered map, and then Republicans lock themselves in, and then we complain. Again, I think we've seen the tide shift with respect to all these like fashionability politics and respectability politics, because one side plays dirty and the other side cannot thus succeed if they just play by
Well,
the
if you look
rules.
at the redistricting thing, is that you have to take it as a legal battle. Like, what is the political outcome that is going to come from that? You're going to make a big fuss over it. It's going to go to legal, and then it'll go through the House, which Republicans will share that little crumb of victory that they have, like 6 people more in the House, so that they have the dictating rule over that. And even if it goes past that, where it goes to the Supreme Court, you have fucking 3 dictators on the Supreme Court that are only going to vote right, and 2 more that will at least probably most likely vote right. So it's just like your legality to illegal redistricting is kind of your hands are tied still. So it's a matter of them trying to do the honorable thing with a party that's obviously cheating, and try to go through the legal process, but knowing that through the legal process that you're fucked, because the people at the top of the chain are just going to give you the middle finger.
No, exactly. I think there's the meta game that Republicans play, and they set up the players to play it in politics, and then there's the democracy electoral game Democrats play, and a kind of parallel. I think, to me, the most bizarre thing of this cycle has been that Trump and Biden back in the day, but again, I just don't think that's that relevant. Trump is clearly declining mentally. If you've been around since his first cycle, which a lot of voters this time around hasn't, there's been a resurgence of the Access Hollywood tape conversations Trump had, because a lot of voters who are now eligible never been exposed to that. But it boggles my mind that people go to those rallies, they get bored, they leave early, and then they still go and vote for the guy.
They still vote for the guy, yeah.
I think it kind of ties back to kind of that religious traditionalism, low-key fascism, right? Where you go to church just to be there, you don't care what the pastor says, you're bored, and that's how they're attending
It's that
these
collective
rallies.
Consciousness. I've been growing up this whole entire way. I've only known this perspective, and everybody around that I trust and take value in says, hey, that's really some psycho pedophile that wants to cut your dick off, and it's just what?
Yeah, and I mean
She's literally only talking about giving you $6,000 just to have a kid so that you can have credit to actually pay for that kid, and the only thing that the right is talking about is that they're psycho pedo fucking that want to dictate that you have to watch porn in elementary school.
Yeah,
It's they're just making up bullshit just to lie, just to be just to negatively put down one side. Whereas the people on the left are like, well, we have to reach across the aisle. We have to make amends because they are humans. We do have to try and show some type of common grounds with them. It's like, well, yeah, but no, because they are literally calling you just a pedophile. You don't negotiate with fucking
Exactly.
like people who are psychotic.
Yeah, and you can't like
You want to help them, but you have to explain it to them in a logical way, and they won't accept logic right now. You have to wait until
they
I
have a chance
remember having
to
to look up
de-radicalize.
exactly. I had to do a study over people in Germany like post World War II,
Mhm.
and like obviously you still had people that were supporters of Nazis, but obviously wouldn't openly say that because that became illegal and like you would be fucking murdered for that shit. Um, and even to this day, like anybody who does like the fucking Sieg Heil sign can be arrested and will most likely be put in prison for years. But it's about that like mental state. People are still going to vote for the people that aligned with like the Nazi Party, maybe not using the rhetoric or anything like that, but they would use similar dog whistles to approach of like, hey, we still want to have like a fascist dictatorship.
Yeah, and a lot of
And
people, I
so
think, in that era, like they didn't change their mind after the war. They were still
exactly.
like
You
Nazis
you have
until
that
they
cultural
died.
generation moving up, and
Yeah.
like most of people saw, unfortunately, people saw like that's how he got into power. He was a very charismatic leader. He presented in a way that maybe guessing Jews are not a bad thing, and people bought into that somehow.
Yeah,
And that's
and
kind of what's happening right here is that we have some one guy who says the border is, this biggest problem that America faces because we have these illegal immigrants instead of calling them just humans who are coming to the border. And,
well, you gotta demonize them, right? You gotta
exactly,
dehumanize.
he cannot call them human beings. He cannot people who are actually stopping at the border asking for, what is the term? Um,
Asylum,
Clemency.
right? Like, yeah.
Yeah, asylum, seeking asylum. They're coming to the border. They're not just sneaking over across the border, coming in and shooting up schools or anything like that.
Exactly.
And actually, like when you look at the statistics that uh, immigrants are less, they present less crimes. I mean, they come
Yeah, and
over to
generally
work.
they,
They
they, they
come
pay their
over to be more
taxes.
successful. They
Yeah.
want to live the American dream, as warped as what our
And I
our
think
understanding of the American dream is now.
yeah, I think that's part of why they vote conservative sometimes too, is because they're actually the people who came here with the premise that if they work hard, like they're not yet disillusioned to the point, because they're disillusioned with the politics of their place where they're coming from, but they're
They give
coming
credit to
here.
themselves. There was a good study, and I can't remember what it was the terminology used, but they generally believe that the generations that came after them did not earn it the way that they did, and that they think it's a right for them because they earned their rights, where they don't believe. It's like the older generations hating the younger generations. It's literally like, well, we had to work for what we had, even though it's statistically proven that like younger generations are currently working more like factory hours than like people of the industrial fucking revolution. It's just like, what do you mean you worked harder than we did? We are literally like putting our lives, like we are literally dying while working more frequently than y'all were back in like 1940s and everything. It's like it's just a mental mindset that these older generations and with like the older immigrant mindset that like newer waves of immigrants don't deserve to be American citizens.
Yeah, and I've seen that whole like, you grab the ladder, you climb up it, you pull it up behind you, and you push the people, like you start hitting people on below with the ladder. But it's mm, to fix that. I think we have to fix a lot of issues that make people think this way about their place in our country, essentially. And to
Yeah,
do that, we
it's
have to vote.
how
We
do
have
you
to change things.
decode radicalization, basically? How do
Yeah.
you decode a radical position? It's
Uh,
like you have to very slowly and methodically over a period of time. You can't just win them over one night, right? I mean, it's a very rare case. It does happen, I'm sure, but it's not. Those are outliers. Those are not within the norms. Those are not within the standard deviations. You have to slowly and methodically win over and like give examples throughout time. Like it has to be something that takes time, unfortunately, and that just means that Republicans are going to continue to grow in power, no matter how many people grow in not wanting to do that, not wanting them to seize power.
Yeah, I mean, they are a self-replicating, malicious growth inside our country. But we gotta
I'll take
be
this moment to go use the bathroom.
okay. We gotta reach across the aisle and shake their poop-stained hands. But we don't. We just gotta vote. If we vote hard enough, there's so many more people registered left. Like left-leaning ideologies becoming more and more popular in like a radical sense. But in general, there just are more registered Democrats than Republicans. One interesting thing, I've been getting a lot of calls for Nevada. Voters in Nevada cannot participate in the primary the same way that they can participate in a primary in other states if they're they're locked in, as I understand, to the party they're selected, and the non-party members, right? Like if you're not a Democrat or Republican, you're SOL when it comes to primaries. You can't vote in either one. In a lot of states, you can vote in either one if you want to, if you're a unaffiliated voter. So I really hope that passes, because that will open up an avenue for at least like 1 million people to vote again in the primary. And right now they're just kind of out of luck because they don't want to pick a side before the election. I mean, too, I think those kinds of folks, in my opinion, right now, looking at the politics of the two parties and all the alternative third parties, like it's pretty clear what we need to do to just get over this hump and then continue working on a progressive future in that future. But if we don't have foundations that are going to listen to us, if we don't have people who will take our opinion into account, who will continue allowing us to vote, like everything else is toast. It's lost. Beyond like radical changes that, again, I think some people may even advocate for, but nobody except for the people we really, really don't want anywhere near those kinds of events want that kind of thing to happen in our country. All right, so let's look at 270 to win again. Indiana, what do you know? Indiana is going red. Oh man, look at my face in this. I got covered by dirt. I was going to a Halloween party. Dude, yeah, I was riding, I don't know if you were watching earlier, but I was riding this dirt track. This is like called an interurban trail. Ooh, we have a Shrek in our team. Yeah, and dirt's just flying everywhere, and so when I got to my friend's house, finally, they made me take a shower because I couldn't sit on it. I was so dirty. I was completely soaked. Oh man, we have fun. We have fun.
Are you wearing shorts like in the rain biking?
I am, yeah.
You should have like biker shorts.
No, they're just shorts. I mean, every short's a bike short if you put it on your bike. No, but they're not like the kind that is for biking specifically.
Any padding or anything like that, yeah.
No, I just wear a helmet and a long sleeve. That way, if I fall, the long sleeve scrapes before my arms do. And like, it's the reason I'm wearing next to nothing is 'cause it's hot. It's hot. I had a jacket on in the beginning of this. I took it off. I put it back on. I took it off. It was very miserable. Jacket on. But yeah, I was elated. I haven't gotten to ride like this in just dirt in a city in God knows how long, since Moscow. Oh, Tristan, you just joined. Yeah, look at that. My man is covered.
I didn't realize.
Oh my God.
What?
Tristan, you drinking already?
Oh, you got a beery boy?
I'm actually covered in dirt.
Roger, Roger.
Dr. Bibber.
Yeah, that was a very satisfying.
Dr. Bibber.
Oh, I opened up Photoshop on accident. Damn it. Okay, let's go back to Politico map. Pennsylvania. Okay, folks, this is big. 52 points. That's how you know. But also, that's Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh came in, a city came in. We could.
Colton, did you post your code somewhere?
What are you guys playing?
Give me a sec. I will.
Playing web fishing.
Did you like my my coffee recipe?
I couldn't watch it. I was at work until 10 minutes ago.
I hope you like it.
Damn, Kamala is doing so much better in Florida than I thought she would. She's obviously still behind a lot, but
Kyle
it's
Kalinske thinks that she will win Florida.
she won't.
He thinks she will.
She might. I think she's going to win a lot of swing states, and it's going to be a very big shock to the conservatives. That's why I don't think there's going to be a riot or anything, because they're going to get slaughtered on the map.
No, all they have to, all they
For
need to
sure
do is
in
basically
Washington,
left
but I
is
don't
Tampa
think.
Beyond Washington.
and Orlando.
I mean, obviously, Washington's not a swing state. We have a 10% lead in polls for Harris over Trump. But
I have
do
a
think-
bet with a coworker that Donald Trump will not win by 8 percentage points.
Yeah, he won't.
My biggest fear is if Trump wins the popular vote. I don't care if he
won't.
loses. I know
not
he
What?
won't. But that's
A
why, that's why it's
Republican has
fear.
not won the popular vote in over 2 decades.
Did you hear where I said it's my biggest fear and not like this is something I expect to happen?
My biggest fear is anal worms.
Okay,
But you
okay.
can live your
Well,
life, I guess.
I think one of these things is likelier than the other. More existing than
Anal
the other.
worms.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, tapeworm would suck.
Oh, these are
But at
different.
least you'd have a
These are
little
extra.
bit
Every time my
Extra
butthole gets
terrible.
itchy, I'm scared.
You would have a little friend, kind of like RFK does in his brain.
Yes.
I definitely do not
You
want
could
the
run
peak
for
of a
politics.
butthole.
You could start picking
So-
roadkill from the sides of the
So,
road.
Alex, you don't play web fishing, I take it.
I don't even know what web fishing is. Is it idle?
It's the latest craze.
Yeah?
It is. It's just a very
I'll play web fishing with
cozy
y'all.
fishing video game.
Yep.
Oh,
Maybe
it's
you have
like
parts of Pennsylvania coming in.
you. Pittsburgh came in, yeah. You got I saw it when it came out. I saw it before it was cool. LOL.
Uh-huh.
And I thought to myself, this is gonna blow up. And it sure did. 14,000 reviews, overwhelmingly positive.
Kamala is at 55 in North Carolina.
Yeah. And at 6%, and we're starting again. Like, look at this map. These are not cities. She's holding a lead in rural
These are
areas.
districts. Yeah.
We're talking
That's crazy.
a county with
That is
6,000
crazy.
people. Talking a county with 70,000 people. Counting. So I don't know how Charlotte is. I don't know if these areas lean Democratic or like I don't know.
Charlotte's
I know Charlotte itself is a Democratic. Like they're probably gonna go left, I imagine. And look, we are getting some votes from Mecklenburg County. Harris has a 30-point lead on Trump. Let's see, Anson. Okay, but Georgia, Atlanta, 71-28.
Oh, it's raining.
That's so
In Georgia?
crazy.
You just experienced, huh?
They're
Give me that
raining in the
fish.
video? Oh.
It's raining in the game. Raining improves the fishing chances.
Well, hey, you have a great day, boss. Cheers.
Yeah, see, that's a problem with like Fulton County is that they fucking like look at so many fucking like counties out there.
And let's look at.
Oh, look at your tiny little bobber compared to mine.
Did you increase the size of your
This is a very
bobber?
interesting map.
I paid for the mega bobbers.
Okay, Florida right now at 84% of votes is 55-43 Trump.
Damn. It's close.
I think 12%. That's 140,000 votes. Can we zoom into Florida and see what's going on? Let's probably choose a state. There we go, Florida. So let's take a look-see look.
Holy shit.
Damn, they took Tampa.
Look at
95% of its county.
Caught a tiny alligator.
Wow.
That is
And it's
crazy.
an opulent one, too.
Well,
I had
16,000.
like 400 clicks on that. That's crazy.
17,000 votes in Tampa. Trump's leading.
That'll change.
It boggles. It might, because we still have 12% of votes to count. But what blows my mind is this place just got ravaged by storms, and FEMA's out
I
of
fully
money.
expect Orlando, which is Orange County, and Seminole County, which is right next to it, to like be fucking just like Tallahassee up here in Leon, where it's gonna be like 60-38.
Oh, and
It's
you
gonna close
know-
that gap.
You know,
It's
I'm
gonna close
very
that gap
intrigued
very
by Florida.
well, yes,
What
Florida.
is that?
Wait, you're asking me why I'm intrigued about Florida?
I mean, Austin's the one who brought it up. I'm asking him.
Oh, I was just
Swing
fully
state,
like
dude.
Alex brought it up, and I was just looking into it more deeply through 270.
Texas and Florida are every election waited on with drooling mouths by every Democrat to see if there will be a shift towards,
Oh,
purpleness.
Texas is starting to come in.
Are those
Texas
chips
is
tasty?
coming in. Yeah, bro.
It's currently sitting at it's sitting at 50-48.
Yep.
Hot garlic shrimp chips.
16% in. So they did call already. They called Florida for Trump.
Yeah, it sounds like.
Who?
Politico at least.
Oh, how much is reporting?
86.9%, and Trump has 220,000 voter lead.
Okay.
Georgia 36%, leaning towards Trump with a 14-point lead. North Carolina, Harris is still holding an 12-point lead. There we go. Oh, a couple more votes just came in. So now it's a 10% lead. 10-point lead. 5 points in. I almost said Vancouver. 5-point lead in Virginia. New Hampshire. And of course, west side of the country still waiting on votes or on polls to close. Oh, the teapot boiling continues.
I didn't mean to leave. I really didn't. I just lost a Coke because I did that.
What a Coke.
Yeah, the Coke is an upgrade to your fishing.
Oh, in the meantime, CNN has a press briefing out on the situation with the North Korean troops entering Ukraine.
Part, they
give it a listen.
have not been able to push the Ukrainians very far. They've taken some incremental amounts of territory back, but nothing that we would categorize as significant. So placing these additional 10 to 11 to 12,000 forces in Kursk is definitely something from a combat capability standpoint that could be significant, but a lot of that will depend on how those forces are deployed, how they're integrated into the Russian command and control. And of course, if the Ukrainians, if the past is any indicator of the future, the
streaming the game
are battle-hardened veterans who know how to fight. And so every indication that they will continue to defend Ukrainian sovereignty and continue to defend Kursk, the territory that they've taken. And so we'll see how that plays out.
Okay, this is quite boring. It looks like not much is happening. They know that the
10,000 additional troops.
North Koreans are there.
Yeah, is that
And we know that that's a bad deal.
I think again, if you want to talk
Foreign
numbers,
policy.
and again, numbers
Dang.
Of
look
America
at
and
what
China.
Ukraine did.
Look at that fish.
Damn, Max Frost is doing great. He is at 63%.
Ooh. Who's that?
He's one of the more up and coming Democrats coming up in the House. He's kind of just fell in line with kind of like the AOC crew. I forget what their like party or like little caucus is called. But he's the like youngest politician in the left right now.
Oh, shit. Good. Well, I hope he gets it. Let's see, Indian, man. I'm starting to get that nightmare feeling I got in 2016, where I was starting to watch the map with a lot of excitement, and then slowly watching the states
And the
turn
starting.
red. Yeah. We're not getting the miracles, and I think that's understand. I think this is kind of the problem with watching and paying attention to polls and paying attention to a lot of political talk in coming up to the election, because you will hype yourself up like crazy, and then you'll have to sit there and watch the
Whoa,
paint dry.
big salmon.
Kristen Sinema is projected to win. Okay, she's not running for re-election. That's gorgeous.
I was just saying.
And it looks like Ruben Gallego might win. And we'll keep that Democrat seats in the Senate. That would be great, because, as we know, Sinema sold out faster than she could get elected, basically. Let's check our Allred. Let's see, where's he at? Wait a second.
Literally right there.
Why I'm locked into this. I'm so confused by incumbent re-elected
Oh, fucking shit. It's down to 49-48.
in North
Within
Carolina.
1% right now.
North Carolina.
No, in Ted Cruz versus Howard.
Yeah, but Texas takes a long time to count its votes.
Wait, Mitt Romney is not running for re-election.
He said that like 4 years ago.
Good. Well, you know, they say all kinds of stuff. 4 years ago. 4 years ago, Biden said he's going to be a one-term president.
Hey, my home state, Maryland.
How they
You got the
doing?
right
Austin.
idea.
Maryland's your home state?
Mm-hmm.
Listen,
I'm pretty sure I was technically born in D.C., but because you can't be born in D.C., you have to be
Born in D.C.?
Born and
I was a Marine
raised.
baby.
Marine baby?
Mm-hmm.
Does
Once
that
a
mean
Marine
your
baby, always a
mom
Marine
birthed
baby.
you in the ocean?
No,
You don't
in the
quit being a
District
Marine
of
baby.
Columbia.
Oh, so you're not a U.S. citizen?
If we get rid of birthright, who knows what's going to happen to his citizenship? But until then,
What is it like being a Latin American? You must be really scared in this election, because if Trump wins, you get deported to Colombia.
I get deported if Trump wins. You think I'm not shitting my pants?
He can come and take it.
He can take it and
From
come.
Canada. Yeah, so Florida so far, the biggest swing state. Called for Trump.
Whoa! Check out that. That's a huge salmon. I'm catching a bunch of salmon, Colton. I've never caught salmon before.
Are you fishing in a lake?
Yep.
That's why.
Why? Is salmon, like, more popular there?
You need to go to the ocean.
Come to my
You want me to go to
lake.
the ocean,
I have
Austin?
a lake. Or come to my island.
Arizona's closing in 14 minutes.
Okay.
We got...
Let me sell and bait up.
this is beautiful.
We
Oh.
got...
Will my whale be in this aquarium?
Whoa.
Probably.
Austin, are you watching my stream?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, this was not on my card for today. I hope there's no gators out here. This ain't Texas. Hey, excuse me, sorry, I didn't mean to scare y'all.
That's my
Empty.
fish.
Scaring Spiel. Look, if you
Yeah, I
want
mean, so
your
long
city
as
to
it's
look like
gatorless,
Washington,
okay.
Seattle does,
I think
Go.
compared to
This is
Florida,
my
you got
fish.
14 minutes in Arizona.
It's
Get
a
out there.
shiny, huge whale, and it's
Arkansas.
44
But I am gonna get out right here.
meters.
Nice. Could fit very well in
Okay,
there.
this is stunning, man. How have we never seen this?
He has breathing room.
I'm blown away.
He's got room to grow.
And they got a soccer ball.
All right, folks. Polls are closing any second all over the country. Everything.
All right, I got my,
Like that's ever stopped anybody?
oh gosh. Man, your island's pretty small, huh?
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, back
Let's
to the
check on
room.
our fences.
Is you have to pay to get a pond?
So we go left.
Yep.
Let's go.
Oh.
It's like $2 grand.
Weird. Okay, so we can go left here and then connect back to the intersection.
It is that
How many chairs
byproduct,
for me to stand?
and not dehydration.
Everybody?
Dude, AP is calling Indiana stalkers.
Section Bernie Bros is all about it.
And we would be remiss if we didn't do a little
Z-Biotics
political.
makes you have a nice good morning tomorrow. You can get some out in the front. I drank some tonight before having a couple of drinks. Emma also. I don't know if you guys did.
Colton, you said you wanted to come visit.
But
during
it
the
really
winter
works
when
well.
You can still fish here.
Go to zbiotics.com/majority. Use the code majority at checkout.
Well, that depends on if I have to make a mad dash.
Oh,
to
whoa!
Canada as a
Oh no, he's about to steal my card.
You could go to Austin.
John?
I'm sure he could help you get into Colombia.
Only 18%.
John?
Only
I can't buy
18%.
it.
Yeah, I
District.
mean,
Well, we
I
hopped
said it
in
was going to
almost
be
the
close
same time.
today,
Why
right? I
can't
said
I
it was
buy
going to be a
it?
1-point
District.
race.
Can't consume products.
Now he's up.
State, whatever.
That's
Country.
what is that?
Okay.
18%.
I believe it was
As much
more
as
than
I
that.
hate
That's
flashing
significant.
cards,
Yeah,
let me
I mean,
move
I
to
mean,
the
look,
Good
side.
about that.
Sam, you called it today.
Well,
I mean,
listen, 18% in Texas.
That was
I
not.
wouldn't get too excited.
Emma's counting her
You said
winnings
yourself
already.
you were born in the ocean of Colombia.
All right, let me just tell you the coupon code
Yeah.
for Z-Biotics before we get too excited. About 18% in Texas.
How much is a blue mushroom so we can start doing trick shots?
That's the
3%
next
in Michigan.
Upgrade.
island upgrade.
zbiotics.com/majority.
Oh,
Use
we
the
got a
code majority at
Z-Biotics ad.
checkout. You can sign up for a subscription.
What's
Come,
Sam
let's
Cedar
set the lead
doing?
in North
Stay
Carolina.
prepared no matter the
All
time,
right.
location.
By
Z-Biotics
four.
backed with 100% money back guarantee. If you're unsatisfied for any reason,
Okay,
they'll
Texas
refund
still
your money,
has a
no questions asked.
45% likelihood of
Go to
going for Harris. I would
zbiotics.com/majority.
be-
Also, do not
Look, don't get
forget,
chokes up. But
53% Trump.
we got, what, 25,000
Yeah,
people
I mean,
watching us
that's how
live right
percentiles
now
work.
on the stream?
Yeah, something like that.
Someone just said?
Where is the remaining?
That
2%?
live stream brought to you
It
by
goes-
Sunset Lake
2% it goes to
Sebaday.com.
Point A is to Stein and point 6 stop.
$5
There's a
off
2%
your
chance
purchase,
that it
regardless
goes
of how
to
big it
Jeb
is.
Bush.
Use the
I hope all those Stein
coupon
voters
code
are
left
at
is
home
best.
right now, not making eye contact with their loved ones.
will go to UNRWA,
By Zoom
split
calls.
between their emergency funds for Lebanon.
Disgusting, man. That's just
and
If they
for
crazy.
chose to
Gaza.
vote for Jill Stein because their conscience demanded them of it.
They're
Doesn't matter what
idiots,
you buy,
and
you
if
buy
this election
their
gets
merchandise,
lost, they will be to
Their
blame.
smokables, their tincture, their
100%.
gummies.
And they
I think it's the
com.
50 million.
So John, what
crazy
else should we
weirdos
be
who voted
looking
Trump
for?
that are
Well, see, those are excusable in that they are
Damn,
Later in the
crazy.
evening, we'll have you
They're
back.
crazed.
But what else should we be looking for? Like,
Jill
what's
Stein
the
voters
next
thought they were doing an honorable
shoe
thing.
that you anticipate dropping that we should be looking out
I mean,
for?
hey, who knows?
Or
Maybe they pulled more votes
is
from
there a
Trump, but
shoe?
again, I doubt that. Most decision,
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be looking at
most conscientious objectors are progressive
Harris's
idiots.
most probably
Can you add
accessible
sand to your island?
path to victory, which would be
No.
Pennsylvania, Wisconsin,
I don't
and
even think
Michigan.
Jay said
So I'm
Pennsylvania,
gonna be looking at
Wisconsin,
all
and
three of
Michigan.
those
Marlon.
states. Pennsylvania should
And,
be, coming.
Oh wait, we
Nothing in
can't sell
Georgia
here
House is
either.
flipping.
We have
same with
7%
Michigan.
No, that's
in
why I'm trying to
Pennsylvania.
save up for
Harris,
the
again,
island upgrade.
this is very early. Harris is 73
That's
and
so good.
26. 7%. 7%.
Yeah, relax,
Yeah,
everybody.
sorry.
7% is. Stop. He said it. Sam said it. He's a radical. Stop the count in every state.
What did he
Just freeze
say?
it. He said stop the
And the
count.
Ohio
In
Senate
Pennsylvania,
race
with
has
7%
28%
in, Harris
dead
is leading by
tie.
50,
Sherrod Brown
50
is
points,
up
73 to
by
26.
Less than a percentage
That's it.
point.
Call it. Call it there.
But still an encouraging sign. And if there
Louisiana
is some
still
of that
has their
movement with
polls
some of
open.
those
That's
older
really
white voters that we
interesting.
talk about, if Iowa has Harris up +3 and that's
I heard
earnest,
some
right,
about there
John?
was a
Would
college that
portend
requested
well
an extension on
for,
time because there was a 7-hour
Sherrod Brown
wait at
and
the polls
for
today.
Ohio
And that
If
happens every.
there's people in
It could.
line, I think
mean,
you automatically.
Sherrod Brown had polling
Yeah.
They
leads,
extend it.
most.
Yeah.
of
Though they
the-
tried to-
the cycle,
Republicans tried to shut that
until
down a couple
I
years
guess
ago.
about 6 weeks ago. Then they
Thankfully,
got
it didn't
worse
pass.
in the last
Nah, it
month.
wasn't
but,
Republicans, it was
yeah,
fascists.
he could win. I mean,
Right.
You say
he could win. I
tomato,
don't
I
want
say
All the
tomato.
Republicans
I
died
want
in
him to win. I'm
1989.
trying to be objective. I'm trying to play two
Correct.
roles here, like being objective and also being a partisan
Oh.
Democrat. And those are hard. That's a hard balance.
It's
to make.
really hard to do anything right now, but really just drone on about the same things we've droned on about for months. The only things that I think everyone is hoping for right now, who is like monitoring this with rabies-like obsession, is some kind of statistical anomaly, right? Like no one trusts the pollsters anymore. We understand the
Minnows are $12.50.
the issues with polls, especially in the swing
Does
states.
anything in Michigan come in? Oh, Michigan's coming in.
Michigan. Where's Michigan?
The UP?
Michigan. 4%. Harris is leading.
And so,
Aspirations
Oh,
sometimes
men in
bleed
Michigan
into
are
the
so-
calculations. Is that what you're saying?
yeah.
Aspirations leading to calculations.
Right, like, when I do the
If I
the
get
lower act shows,
a whiff of air out of
Shameless.
Come on.
was paid off.
Shameless.
Come on, Matt is here tonight. Just had a nice dinner with him. He's a good guy.
Where is he? Where's Matt?
Yeah, stand up, Matt.
He's in the bathroom.
In the
Where is he?
meantime, we
Matt,
are
is there?
still in the same
There
boat.
he is. Folks, check out the
What do you think of my
poster
character,
that Matt did.
Austin?
It's out on the front there. You can
He's nice.
purchase.
This reminds me of what it was.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Yep. Everyone compares that. It's a tiny fish. Where'd you put that?
It's just, it has that calming
Up my
aspect
ass.
about it.
Mm-hmm. There's nice little gentle music to it every once in a while too.
There's YouTube tutorial music that plays on the radio if you buy one.
YouTube tutorials play on the radio?
Yeah, YouTube tutorial music, like the.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes. Oh my gosh, check that out.
That's sick.
It's a dogfish.
Whoa.
Ooh, ranked up.
Did I leave Florida? Where is Florida?
Yo voy a votar por Donald Trump. Ay, 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 I will vote. Yo voy a votar por Donald Trump.
Where did I put the stream?
This is where the massive fish are, boy. You don't even know.
Okay, there we go. This is a perfect millennial stream. We got a video of a game. We got a podcast, live streaming, and we got the
Alex
election
is
count.
screen maxing.
Always must screen max.
Oh,
People
look
love
what
this.
I caught on my bucket.
That's what people
it's
live
more
for.
like-
Oh,
That's
no.
a swordfish.
Damn,
Swordfish,
damn, in the
It's
bucket.
gray. It's
In
gray.
the
That's how you
bucket.
can tell it's a swordfish. In the bucket. I caught this in the
Paul
bucket.
Schaefer.
Ooh, a flounder.
Beautiful.
Be my mommy, Mamala. Shrek is Hezbollah. Shrek is Hezbollah.
John.
You need a tongue bath, and I've been in the toilet stall.
Because you guys are grifters. You're about to be value-tamed.
The authoritarians are coming for you. They want your asshole to be stimulated.
Same.
You need a tongue bath, and I'm your guy. Haitians are eating cats and dogs. Haitians are eating cats and dogs.
Hey, unbelievable.
Clipped.
Why
All right, let's listen to John King for a second.
Dun, dun, dun.
Above 60% in Bucks County at the end of the night. She's going to win the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, but it is
Okay,
very, very early.
Pennsylvania.
Why do I
Let's
say
see.
that? Because Joe Biden won it
just
last
said what
time
I
with just
said.
52%. This is a very
Yeah, these
tough
guys are just repeating the streamers, clearly. The news media is dead. All they do is watch Twitch,
A
they watch
huge
Hassan
tuna.
and Vosh, and they just say whatever they want on CNN that the streamer said.
I got home and didn't want to cook dinner, so I went and got Mediterranean food.
Oh, heck yeah. Okay, 47.7, so the lead is actually shrinking for Donald. We did...
Right.
It looks like Houston hasn't reported yet.
I think it's
Houston is
the
at 0%. All right, let's check our friends at Fort Worth. Fort Worth, 68.8% in, 52 Trump, 46.5 Harris.
Oh my god.
Where are
That's
you?
really close.
Yeah, you better get out there. You better get out there. I don't know what you're gonna do.
Get out there. Sorry, happened. Closed.
Yeah.
Closed in a half hour again.
Get out there and drink. But Dallas went blue, man. Y'all gotta step your game up in Fort Worth. I'm telling you, I
Dallas
always
is
said,
blue.
I said it was never D of W. It's Dallas and the surrounding areas. And this right, politically, it's always been like that. Fort Worth is probably one of the reddest places that are
Fort Worth
urbanized.
has a Democrat for.
Yeah, okay.
For mayor.
Not Sacramento. What's that city in California?
Damn, but look at how many. Oh, Colin has taken the lead.
San Diego.
Howard has the lead.
Alred with the lead. Is that right?
49.6 to 48.5.
Political Central reports. Colin Allred in the lead.
Stop the count.
Stop. Yes, seriously. That is
a glistening toad.
The greatest nudes I've the greatest news I've ever seen. Clipped and clipped. Folks, we truly Folks, we truly have the biggest update of the night for you so far. If you take a look, all my Texas friends, thank you. Thank you for going out and voting. Allred currently with only 38.83% votes in is actually sort of, kind of leading Mr. Cruz here. And Ted, you know, has long needed to leave politics and pick up serial killing or whatever it is that he does.
Less than a 10%. Is that
As
what
you can
that
see,
is?
the percent sign here is what gets Allred
This
a
is
little
what's
bit ahead.
actually contributing to the value.
And the 600 people that voted for him over Cruz, again, you guys are heroes. This is how close things are this election. If you haven't voted yet, it's too late. You suck. But not all hope is lost, because there is an election in 2 years, and after that, there's another one you can skip.
Dude,
I just hope
it's not like regular county, like
you're
Gray
happy
County,
with
Carson
everything you've
County.
done, up to this point
What are you
in this
talking to,
election.
Alex?
I'm making an Instagram reel.
Oh.
Willem, Lee, Leon.
Alex doesn't know about the trick shots that we pull off in this game.
No.
Trick shots? Are you right?
Fuck, dude, Alred might actually fucking win this.
Hope
Calling
so.
out Allred.
What's the song from Rocky? The one he works out to?
Ba-na-na-na.
Final countdown. Thank you.
That's the one you wanted?
Yeah, boy.
I thought you wanted the Eye of the Tiger.
Nope. Though that is also a good one.
No, I
That
don't like
is a
the
good
thrill
one.
of the fight. I'd rather just watch this like dominate.
Who joined? Silas!
Silas.
What up? In the house.
Hello there, Silas.
Hello.
We were just talking about how Austin is Colombian and he's probably gonna move.
I'm gonna be deported.
I'm gonna follow Austin to part of Colombia, and we're gonna create a.
No, I
No,
said
but
that I
he
was
said he
born
was
in the
he was
District
born
of
in the
Columbia.
ocean. He said he was born in the ocean.
The ocean.
Okay.
That's why I said shout out to my home state of Maryland for turning blue. Which I think it's been blue in the past, but
I don't think Maryland's anywhere close to Columbia.
I don't know if you look at it at a certain angle.
Doesn't Maryland look like a boot?
Nope.
Ah, Ben. Not for me. What am I thinking of? What? Isn't there a northeastern
Italy?
state? No, there's a northeastern state that looks like a boot.
Florida? Floridally.
Isn't there?
Massachusetts could look like a boot if you turned it a certain direction.
Yes. Is that what it was?
It's got to be Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania looks goofy as hell.
Ay, 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 I will vote for Donald Trump. Yeah. Yeah, it was
Michigan really said we're going to
Massachusetts.
count 2 counties tonight, and that's it.
It was Massachusetts that I was thinking of.
I figured as much.
Oh, but Maryland. No.
It could resemble a food, but I don't think it does.
No, I was definitely thinking of Massachusetts. On it, like tilted on its side.
Ooh, the percentage of Trump's lead is diminishing in Texas.
Good.
It went from like 58 to like 40, down to like 52, 46.
Oh, very well and good, but you know he's not.
Yeah.
Come on.
Silas, I think there's a possibility. I don't think.
I agree, there is a possibility. But if we're being practical,
then I think that it's possible either one could win.
Yeah, dude, what are you talking about?
People-
it is
I
likely
even
and
showed you
possible,
guys
Silas.
stats.
Yeah, don't be no.
Half of the people turned out from last election who were registered Democrat to vote that didn't. If half of those people turned up this time, then Texas would be blue.
I'm gonna tell you that FOMO, just to feel good about yourself, if we lose this election, ain't gonna make you feel no better. Because this one's gonna sting regardless, so you might as well be hopeful.
Yes, but if Trump wins, which is the expected result, then Silas gets to say he was right.
Who expects Trump to win? You guys truly live in a echo chamber.
No. Expects Trump to win Texas.
Oh, you.
That's the expected result. It would not be surprising. It would be very surprising.
Oh, 50%. Orrin just lost a bit of his vote.
I hope he doesn't.
I'm pretty sure Tyranitar is going to win Texas.
I
voted for Tyranitar.
If Allred wins, I'll be happy if Texas goes to.
Someone already wrote it in for me.
Okay, one seat flipped for GOP.
Who's that?
Let's
Is that
see.
the Virginia one that we were losing because of what's his name? Manchin.
No, it's WV West Virginia.
Look what I got, Colton.
Yeah, that's that was the one we expected.
Yep. I just really.
Look at this, Austin.
Really.
You got you got a shark.
Heliocoprion.
Damn. Oh wait, you're right there.
Oh, let me open it up.
That's sick.
Who's watching my stream?
I'm watching Alex's stream that is watching yours.
Restream,
Look at the
baby.
giant animal I caught, Alex.
That's a shark. That's a peepo for real.
Yeah, NASA Peepo. It's a Heliocoprion.
Whoa. That's how my cat sounds.
Are y'all playing the
web fishing?
Web fishing, okay.
It's $5.
Do you have it?
No.
Not on either. Oh, whoa. Full screen majority report. And we're getting a political call of the night. Let's see who it is and what they want.
What?
What's over?
Hello?
Which?
Hi, is Alexander available?
Sure, this is he.
Hi, I'm Catherine, and I'm volunteering with the Nevada Democrats. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. Catherine, let me save you a little bit of time. I live in Washington. I already voted for Harris. We're currently streaming her victory, hopefully, live on YouTube. So just wanted to say thank you for everything you do. I hope you get some people out there. You got some people out there tonight, and I hope you get some more out.
Thank you. Thanks so much. Yeah.
Absolutely. Y'all have a great day.
Good results.
Absolutely. Good luck to you. Take care. And that's how we do it,
Love
folks.
that.
In the House of
This
Love.
does not look difficult, but it is incredibly difficult to get onto a bench like this and face the water.
Y'all are so much nicer phone solicitors than I am. You make me feel bad.
Yeah, because,
You
we're
should
on the
feel
same
bad,
side as
Silas.
them. We're on the same side as the solicitors.
Dude, I'm just saying, like,
Which situation?
Howard is really starting to take the lead by a lot.
I'm just saying, this
you're
whole
saying
map's
all
going to be
red?
blue in like 10 years. There's going to be blue and green, and it's going to be Democrats versus anarcho-communist party that's going to take fucking stranglehold over this country.
Anarcho-communist is not going to come.
10 years! 10 years!
I think 10
You
years
better
it'll be
start
the
buying a homestead.
primitivists versus the technocrats.
Yeah, it's gonna be Elon Musk because Trump's gonna get elected and pass an amendment that allows non-citizens to run for presidency, versus like.
Only if their name is Elon.
Yeah, yeah. Oh.
If they're under a multi-billion-dollar government contract.
No, just make it. You have to pay for it. That's all.
It is 5:40 p.m. Now, I will say one thing that's kind of crazy is in Washington, the sun set at like 8 a.m. this morning, so it's been dark for so long that I really thought that we were almost to the
8
point.
a.m.?
Oh, you know, just a little
You
drama.
weren't even up to witness
3:30.
that. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. I wake up, I go to sleep, it's dark. I wake up, it's dark. It's just dark all the time.
That's what you get for being a night owl.
Yeah, 3:30 a.m. Even earlier. Not 3:30 p.m. That sucker's setting. 3:40. What time is the sunset in Seattle tomorrow?
9.
I can't get past weather information. Well, tomorrow's in the past. Thank you, Apple Intelligence.
Android would never.
Android would never.
Damn!
I honestly don't know what's going on.
Okay,
They should add bicycles or skateboards or something.
Yes.
The Slurpee's great, but like.
I thought.
They need to add cocaine.
After
They
a while,
already
you get
have
kinda
a
used to
title
it.
that says shithead. They just need
That's
to add
RFK Jr.'s son.
What about the whole? You're going to be in
And then just
charge
start
of like
booking it
getting
around
rid of the fluoride in the water.
fishing at Mach
and
10.
What about
That's
all
right.
that?
We're gonna get rid of the fluoride. That's
Gonna
right.
be
We're
private
gonna
island.
change and
Hell yeah.
put some Ozempic
They
in
could
there.
add
Get the
a
ladies looking nice.
Rain detector as well.
You know,
Okay, let's go to.
The ability to name your island, though I feel like that would cause issues in public lobbies.
Election live stream from CNN. See what's going on over there. Georgia's
Welcome
still
back.
not
It
looking
is Election
great.
Eve, and I am with John King at the Magic Wall. As Kamala Harris and Donald Trump will make
Oh,
their
okay,
final
this isn't live
pitch to
stream.
voters. Don,
What is happening? What is that?
That's my character talking.
That's ridiculous. Oh, we can be poll watchers from Maricopa County and Philadelphia here, Pennsylvania.
They have given Illinois to Harris.
To Harris, yeah. With 8% of vote. I mean, but that's Illinois.
Oh.
With 8% reporting?
Yeah, 8.8
They
in. They
did that
called
with
it Harris.
Vermont too. They
Are
did
you
it with
kidding
Indiana.
me?
It's not. It's because these states like they always go Democrat. There's no point in like. You don't need to.
It's
it's
like
you can call Washington.
calling California.
Yeah, call Washington right now for Harris at 0%. Like you can do that. You just shouldn't because then Trump, puts a death marker on your back.
He pulls something out of his ass.
Yeah. I am curious a little bit how Fox News election cycle is going, so let's go take a look there and see what they're saying.
Everything is red on their map.
Yeah, everything is red. Illinois, I mean,
I think
like
it's gonna be yellow for Tyranitar.
they covered some states with yellow goop. Yeah, just white out. Those are the states that they're gonna send the military into to fix things if they win.
It looks like Cthulhu is currently storming across their map.
Additional balanced power results. Yep,
As
yep,
much as they
yep.
like to complain, Fox News will be perfectly happy if Kamala wins because it means they get to complain 24/7 for 4 years straight.
Oh, sure. But I just
great ratings.
I was hoping Trump would be like live calling, or let's see, has Trump tweeted at all today? Let's
He banned on
Yes.
Oh, wait, Elon owns Twitter, and Elon is giving him head in the bathroom privately.
What are you talking about?
Facts. Fact confirmed. Reporting live. Your votes will lead us to greatness. Your vote will unleash a new golden age. Your vote will make America great again. Greater than ever
today
before. Vote Trump.
that video evidence was gonna come out of a scandal that Trump had done.
You mean like more evidence?
Like
'Cause there are
literal video evidence of someone cleaning up his poopy on The Apprentice, or like video of him groping a small, like a underage girl. That's what I thought was gonna come.
I mean,
up
that
today.
kind of already has happened.
Yeah, like, I mean, again, if people, that's actually, I'll say this, like, if people need that much proof to
No.
realize that he's
No,
a
they would say it's fake
pedophile.
anyway.
Yeah, they would say it was AI generated.
Exactly. Like there is no point.
How come no one has made that AI generated? Someone cleaning up his poopy.
They probably has. I've seen a lot of fake
I feel
stuff.
like if they have,
get
then it would have
ranked.
gone viral by now.
Hey, be the change you want to see in the world, sir.
Well,
Say
I don't
that.
know how to train AI to make Donald Trump poopy videos. You're gonna have to
I
teach
will
that
poop on the election day.
Yo voy a votar por Donald Trump.
Let's check out Washman.
How do you get that
42% of the
ghost
vote
rod,
counted
Colton, do
with
you
Donald
know?
Trump.
Something to do with
much
bones.
Oh wait, the metal detector is the key, right? Don't you have
Go
to
back,
go
I'm
get a
gonna
metal
grab the
detector?
water.
No, I think there's like some graveyard, or like gravestone. You talk to the dude, and he like says some goofy shit, and then you have to find a bunch of
Illinois
bones.
is
and
obvious.
deliver 'em. I have one of the bones, but I've never found the dude. so
Virginia
it's
is
like,
taking its sweet ass time. I'll tell you that much. I will admit,
But
I,
it's just
I
on
am
any
the
island?
thing
Like,
out
on
of,
this
of
island
all
anywhere?
of this that is discouraging me
mean?
the most is the fact that Virginia is
how do I
taking
meet the
this
bone
long
guy?
for it
I
to
don't
kick
know.
in and be called
Oh,
blue.
The bone.
What the hell? Oh. Ya voy a votar por Donald Trump.
I was hoping they would get called quite early.
I will vote. Ya voy
Richmond
a
and
votar.
Norfolk haven't been fully counted yet. Richmond's at like
Donald
5%. No, I
Trump.
know. I know they're not done. I mean, I know Virginia's going to go blue. I was just hoping for
How
a
are people painting? I
quick
saw
and
people
decisive.
painting in
I
this
mean, it
game.
is decisive, but quick.
chalk, and then you
Oh,
can
yeah.
go to like
The circles with dirt.
the circles of dirt.
Oh
Paint
no.
there.
Could we lose Virginia? Absolutely
Alice,
not.
did you guys vote early, or how did
There
you
is
vote?
no chance we lose Virginia.
You voted today in the morning.
What?
How did you vote?
Yeah.
Did you vote
Oh,
early?
yeah.
I voted today in the morning.
Well, can you let him answer? Because I didn't know that, and I still don't know if that's true.
Oh, he
Have
said
there
it in
been
the
any
group
issues
chat
at Virginia
that
polling
you and I are
stations
both
today,
in.
like in Georgia?
Okay, but
Not
I
that
didn't
I'm
know
aware
that.
of, no.
And you can understand how if you tell me that, I don't know if that's true or not because it's not coming from the primary source. I'm sure you can
Is election
appreciate.
still possible?
I'm your
And
primary
you-
source.
Possible?
You are my primary source of love and acceptance
Likely,
in this
no.
world.
I
Thank
don't
you.
think we're getting the best case scenario that we had hoped.
Back to elections.
We still might
Stu,
not be getting
Allred
the worst
still
case
has the lead.
There
Got me
are,
30
in
points
fact,
in.
scenarios
I think I'm
that
gonna-
decide the best case or the worst case scenario.
Allred wins.
There are middle cases.
I'm gonna call this election a success.
it
I know we're
breaks
not
in
gonna find
favor.
out who's the president tonight.
Polling
I'm
looking
gonna
good
call
in
it there. I'm
Pennsylvania.
gonna go play
Sure.
Factorio or some shit and like unwind
No
because
web fishing.
it's not really a game for me. But it's a fun game to watch.
Wait, these trick shots are not for you.
Why does it matter if it's called early?
Watch
Signals
this.
confidence.
Watch this. Ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
You don't like that?
That's pretty cool.
Momentum
You can't trick
matters.
shot like that.
It is hard though. It looks like.
That part's hard. Oh, it's raining at the beach.
Shit,
So the
Kamala
blue
Harris
wall
is
kind of
leading
holding. We
Pennsylvania
do not
from
have enough
71 to
information to
69.
make any statements about the blue wall.
Kamala's. You said Harris is leading in Pennsylvania.
I made the joke because only like 10% is in. I said
Oh,
her
yeah.
lead from 71 to 69 is.
Damn it!
We gotta call it.
Shrinking. It's shrinking, guys. We
The
gotta do
numbers.
something.
What do they mean? The numbers.
It is bizarre that Louisiana. I guess they probably have some kind of like archaic ass system to count votes, but that they're like zero. Well, polls are still open in Louisiana. Was Louisiana where that whole bomb threat thing happened earlier today?
I know. Apparently there were
That's
a
true.
bunch of them. Most of them never made the news. Thank my EOD tech brother for that one.
North Carolina is still looking good. When will
My
we
poor
have
brother's
accurate
been on
information?
call
I mean,
all day.
the information we have right now is more or less accurate.
I mean, it makes sense, right? It's an election.
Kamala's down 6
He
points, though.
works with bombs.
Okay, I'll explain it again.
Yeah,
Was I
the
this
worst
exasperated
rules.
with you guys back in 2020? Probably.
You get
Only
them birthday cards every year that say you're the
23% of the
bomb.
vote has been counted.
No, I don't.
Not all of the counties
Were
get
you
counted at the
Till
same
now.
time, at
Military?
the same rate.
His brother was.
Oftentimes, it takes longer to count
Yeah.
the
I
votes
bet he's an
in
adrenaline
counties
junkie.
that have a higher population
not.
because there are more people
He's
there,
not?
and it's more difficult
No.
to count.
Oh.
And often the counties with a higher
never mind.
population are the
I
ones
lost
that
that
contain
bet.
cities. Or
I'll bet
blue
you
votes.
my vote.
Look,
Let's not do
Yeah,
that.
Mecklenburg
We
County,
might
which
need your
contains
vote.
Charlotte, 6%
You're
of the
gonna
vote
have to
counted.
vote for Brent
So
Peterson.
far of that
They have a
6%,
30-day return policy.
70%.
Ever since
in
the election
favor
started
of
being sponsored
Kamala
by
Harris.
Amazon.
40 points up, with only 6% counted.
Who's this Jeff
Over
Bezos
here, Wake County,
All the votes
6% of
surveys
the
and
votes
changed.
counted.
Yeah.
Why is the
Buncombe County.
rainforest
Well, that
on
actually
my
has a decent number of
computer?
votes counted, but it's still leaning very blue. Okay. Hold your damn horses.
Fucking voting.
You think you can make any fair statement about which one? Like, imagine, okay, imagine if
I'm
you were
not playing the
following
game
like
by looking at my
Illinois.
screen. I'm playing the game by looking
You know?
at your stream of my
Like, look at
screen.
how much of a count there is in
Love that.
Illinois.
Why aren't you
Imagine if
watching
were
on
like,
YouTube so I can get a little
okay,
algorithm?
well, Cook
Support your
County
brother.
and
It was
DuPage
some
County and
douche
Will County
going
aren't
on.
in yet.
It's
but all
already
these
difficult to do it
counties
with
over
a
here are
delay
in, and
on
it looks like
I
Trump's
get
going
it,
to
I
win
get it.
Imagine
Illinois.
doing it on YouTube delay.
You
I'm
sound like
gonna
a buffoon.
stream earlier in the day, and it's just election night.
Yeah, but now
you
it's
sound
when
like a
you
moron.
publish a stream. Oh, the lake is
Most
raining.
of the
No, I'm streaming
counties
out.
in
The thing is,
Illinois
I
have been
think I
counted.
like
Yeah, I know
so
Cook
aside
County hasn't been
pause
counted yet, but
politics
like,
meta for a second. I'm gonna make
how
a
can
different
20
channel,
counties
probably
in
with the
Illinois
same
go
name
red,
because I think this one
and then the states still go
is
blue.
like really mothballed algorithmically as
Well,
it never posted before,
Cook
and I only
County
started like streaming a
has a
lot
lot of people
very
in it.
recently, like last 2 weeks,
and they
and
haven't
so
counted it yet.
there's just from what I from my takes on recommendation algorithms, I'm kind of SOL with this channel. Like I have to make a new one and let it kind of enter the mix with new videos, etc. As opposed to trying to revive an old
Check out
channel.
Orange
Whoa,
County.
that's a massive fish.
That's a
Look
big
what
fish.
I call it, a fucking snail. 3 centimeters long.
Meow?
84.4%.
Now for you, you caught a snail. Snails are in danger. You put it in your pocket. Pocket snail.
For fish bait.
We
He
still
didn't
don't
put it
really
in
have
his
a lot of
pocket, he
reliable
put it up
information
his
out of
ass.
North Carolina
We
just
don't
yet.
have pockets because we don't
They're
work.
animals.
What are you wearing? You're wearing clothes, or is that your ass also?
Well, I am straight
That's my
shirt
skin.
talking.
That's my skin.
That's your skin. Why is your color
fuck is-
of
I
your
was just
hair
looking
the
orange.
same
Where's
color
orange?
as the
Silas,
color
what are
of the
you
water?
sharing?
88% of the votes counted.
You posted picture
Breaking heavily in
presidential
favor of
results.
Kamala
What are you
Harris.
sharing?
But look over here in Wake
Google
County, again,
results.
only
You
6%.
sent like 4 of them.
Yeah, every time it updates.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You think we
Vosh, Virginia
literally
called.
live streaming this election?
Decision desk.
Do you think we
calls
don't know?
Virginia Now, 8:45 p.m. EDT. Okay. And will you all
Did
shut up about it?
did Trent vote in the election in Florida?
What time was Virginia called back in 2020?
Purely voted a while back.
Okay, good. Did he get an absentee ballot? Drove over there.
Voted here in Texas.
Oh, he's registered in Texas? I didn't realize that.
Of course.
He's been here for a while.
8:47. Sure, we'll take it.
Technically, it's just like 6 months for the most recent year, right?
Yeah, you're supposed to register within 6 months.
I
But
don't really
like,
know how that works. I'd have moved, but she just used her.
Hey,
her
Alex, what
license,
is
so.
the small bit of blue that's inside of Nebraska?
go back to that.
Omaha, probably.
Would you go to?
And
you
she
go to
just won New
the
Hampshire, which some
270 to
conservatives
win
thought Trump
map?
would win. Well, yeah, they have morons on their side too.
Nah, just the home screen, please.
2016 it was
Yes,
1040.
yes, yes.
2020 was
What is
740.
that?
Okay, it was
That
called
little thing
sooner
This?
back in
says
2020.
one, and it's inside of Nebraska. It says
Oh,
one and
that?
it's blue.
Hey guys, he found out. He found out.
Asks Dems to leave
Cut
the
it.
lines.
Cut it.
That's where they put the. That's where they dump the ballots.
Shit. Oh, it just disappeared. Did you, guys? That's it. That's the ballots.
If you click it, it disappears. Yes.
We just found out
He's so
what
real.
happened last year, and we just saw it happen again. There it is.
He's just like me.
When you click the map,
Melania?
it sets
Yeah,
it
no.
to what you want to.
I think
so you can guess at what the election's gonna be.
What
dummy.
determines when AP
Well, then why did
calls
you-
it? It was
wait,
decision desk that called
I
it.
just don't
Doesn't-
understand why there's a little
Doesn't mean
blue
anything other than
square in
confidence.
there.
Just confidence.
Wait, you're telling me I can just?
Yes. you
All I
get
had to do.
confirm.
Is that with
Got,
it?
okay, well we're done with the stream. Cut it. This is it. I got you. Blue sweet baby. We're packing the
home
cords.
screen is for
We're packing the
demonstrating
cords.
things. You didn't. Oh my god.
Okay. Anyway, let me go back to the actual map. Oh, this is not the actual map. Reset.
Scroll up.
That's how you guys sound.
Okay, so NE.
Harris is losing
I
by
hear the
almost
rain,
3 times
Colton. Where
the
is it?
margin
Is
that
it on the other
Biden
side
did.
of the lake?
in Florida
Oh, I think aren't some states doing like ranked choice or something like that, where like the votes get
some
split?
States do have like a split thing. I forget how it works.
Well, I think this is how it works.
I think Delaware is one of them. They just have like different areas.
Yeah, Biden lost by 4.3 points back in 2020.
I didn't know Nebraska
And
was
right
one.
now, with 92% of the vote counted,
Oh,
Harris
look
is
at that
down
split,
13 points.
split in Maine
Which
and
is
Nebraska.
actually
Yeah,
insane.
split electoral
Maine.
votes in Maine,
Like,
Nebraska.
genuinely, like, that is
They're
an
not winner
insane
take all.
Hitler particle heat
First
sink,
split
yeah.
was in 2016 with Trump. Oh, that sucks, man.
Why?
Because the one that is split is to Democrats and the 4 that aren't are to the
Hurricane Helene took out the
fucking
wrong voting
rest
places. Yeah, I
of the
suppose.
are to the Republicans. That's
Yeah,
why Alex is upset about it.
I kind of want to see what the. Let's see what
Can you
the
cast up this?
the votes.
I can. I can fish on top up
Are you
to the
still
waterfall.
generally optimistic?
See, I don't like
would-
this game because it's not
I'm
realistic.
really waiting for more information on Pennsylvania
clearly
and
have
North
never fished
Carolina
before.
to make any kind
Fish
of
for sticks.
to have any kind of real opinion. You know,
Okay, so Nebraska polls
the
are not close,
information
but
we
I
have
guess
on
it is going to go
Pennsylvania
to
is
Trump.
still largely extremely positive. Georgia is giving people
see a
cause for
state by
concern,
state.
and I have a feeling that Georgia is also going to be a while. Like we're going to be biting our nails for a little while.
Me. So let's go look at Maine. I will Maine.
So Alex, how come Elon Musk says they can turn New York red?
There are like 3 massive Dem counties in Georgia that haven't started.
He's been watching
We'll
too
see.
much side talk.
He can take enough ketamine to manifest
I don't watch
anything.
anything except
Back in
talk
2020,
to him.
Biden took forever to surpass Trump in Georgia. And there's all those bomb threats going down. Yeah, the lead right now is by only 5 points.
Huh?
I guess I found the last bit of rain.
Plenty of votes still to be counted.
I keep trying to pause Vosh and he keeps on pausing. Side by
Do you
head.
think we'll win Pennsylvania?
Oh, Senate race.
Yes,
Senate
I
race.
still believe that pretty strongly.
House had a flip for Democrats and Republicans. One each. Okay, Texas. Okay, Cruz. Oh man, all right, y'all aren't gonna be happy, but 50.8 Cruz, 47.3 all red with 52.6 reported.
You said 50%
Remember, it
reporting.
was an 11,000.
52.6 reporting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's.
I'm looking at 52% with 50-47.
I'm not really.
Yeah,
I'm not
50.8
really,
to 47.3.
Yeah, it's
I'm
gonna
not
be a
really
little while
concerned
before we
until
get that.
much later in the reporting.
Well, I guess it all depends on what states or what like counties and shit.
56 came in, and Cruz took the lead.
Do you think you'll
Yeah,
survive
yeah,
tonight? Or will chat make your brain
So Harris
You guys are
County
trying
is
your best, but I'm
72%
pretty
in,
scurvy.
and all red has a so it's 8-point lead there. Oh my god!
The keys never lie.
Sir.
We're gonna turn that down. Oh no, it's my own stream backwards.
I
There
know
we go.
those random decision desk people called VA, but Trump's still leading here according to
That is
AP. Logical.
horrifying.
I'm going to.
It's me
you
and
can't-
Colton
you can't
talking
keep
to
doing
each
this,
other
man.
in the
You
game.
can- After the
I know
vote,
it
you're
is.
still doing
Wait,
this.
will your character actually
I
say
know
the
these,
words?
like, professional
watch.
election
Ready?
analyst and
But
you
don't
know,
just say
who
ga, ga,
called
ga,
the
ga,
race
ga,
for
say
Virginia,
something.
that everyone already knows
Okay.
is going blue.
Okay.
But according to 5% of the
Say
vote,
something complex.
it's red. Please.
Okay, but they're not speaking English.
It's like
Doesn't matter.
phonics. It like breaks down each letter into a phonic and then plays
I
that
hate the
sound for a
electoral
phonic.
college.
So
Yeah, that's
like,
viable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep Kamala and carry Amala.
I love
Yeah,
the sound that
exactly.
this one makes.
You need to keep Kamala and carry Amala.
That could be like a. That's a beat.
All
That's a
right, Gotti,
beat.
thank you so much. Abortion on the ballot in Arizona, also Florida. Lester, I know you got a key call here.
Yeah, we do have a call here in the state of Florida that abortion that would restore the constitutional right to an abortion. They've had a 60% threshold.
I love them.
Florida restored right to abortion.
With a winning margin of 43% to 57%.
I knew that was on the ballot.
Wins.
Wait. How did it win? Wait, they didn't.
Huh? It will not clear it, so
Well,
amendment
did they or
for
didn't they? I don't
right
think
to
they-
abortion will go down in defeat. 86% of the vote in there. Let's
This is super interesting. I'll just drop in here to say this. Okay, it was yes to protect in Florida,
Makes
but you
more
were
sense
seeing
that
it
they
needed a
didn't.
60% threshold, as you said, Lester. This would be the
Oh, it needed 60% to pass, and it didn't. So Florida does not get its right to abortion back, even
first
though
ballot initiative that we've
57%
seen
of people
anywhere in the
voted
country
for
since
it.
the
43
overturning of Roe
voted
versus
against.
Wade that has failed. However,
Run
the other-
from Florida
the other
if you're in
ballot
Florida.
initiatives were not
Run
as high of a threshold
before you
here
can't
as you
run
would
anymore.
know.
No, it's just
Huh?
the same number, right? All the votes are in from Florida?
No, this is just on the. Well,
Just,
I think actually yes, like 92.8% are in for Florida. So,
Oh. Yeah, so I guess it doesn't, they don't get it back.
yeah, and Trump is 56 to Harris 42. That's crazy.
It was crazy.
That is depressingly low.
It's 57, 58
What
in
is it?
Ohio, 57,
That's right.
58 in
14%
Kansas. I mean, I think we
lead
know
for Trump
what the number
in
is.
Florida.
Ironically, I've talked to some Florida
There's no
Republicans who
change.
secretly at hope
There's no
this would
change in
pass
Florida.
because now Florida elected
I will
officials.
say this might be a good sign for a lot of other states because what happened past pandemic is every conservative moved to Texas and Florida, and all other states kind of became unburdened by them. It's not great. Is a lot of those states were already progressive. California and Washington being the two main
You're a
exodus
small
states.
dog, I'm a big dog.
2026, which is their big election year, they will have to face
It's
the
a
vote
lot
on a
higher.
6-week
Yeah.
ban, and then suddenly.
Yeah, it's true. Considering how electorally
Even when I'm sitting
damaging
down, I'm
the
taller than
revocation
you.
of Roe v. Wade has been for Republicans, the fact that
Look how big my bobber is compared to yours. I have a much bigger bobber.
It's Florida.
It's ginormous. You're not allowed to catch a fish without me.
Okay, dude, they couldn't even get marijuana to get legalized. They got that no on that too. 55.7 to 44.3. Why do you want to live in Florida? You know, one day, if someone watches this and you live in Florida, what the fuck are you doing? Huh?
Harry's there. Of course, they're not going to legalize marijuana.
Do they have
what is there
internet?
to do in retirement except
Do they know?
smoke marijuana?
Because look, Florida, what's going to happen to you is if you keep going this way, it is going to be nothing but retirees.
Increase your
And they will all
camp
fucking die of old
Already-
age.
It already is.
And then there's going to be nothing left. I mean, again,
gonna
keep cooking, because if we can just have two states with nothing but conservatives, that could be like our Australia. We can set up, we don't even need to talk about the border in that case. They'll talk about it for us. But yeah, this shit's crazy.
Holy crap.
Oh, rip Florida, man. I really do ache for the people there. And I hope they can figure something out that, that isn't Florida. That's crazy. That's really rough. Let's see. What other Kentucky citizenship requirement to vote? Oh, I guess in state elections you don't have to be a citizen to vote, right?
You need an ID to check out a book from the library, but not to vote. What are you talking about?
Like, I don't think. Oh, no, it is a federal requirement to be a citizen to vote. So they're just
Yeah,
reiterating it. They're putting it into their state constitution. I guess because they're worried, right, that that's gonna get allowed by Harris.
Yeah, it's just paranoia.
North Carolina voted for citizenship requirement to vote, 76.8 to 23.2. Again, amazing. Like, what a change. What radicals. They really stuck it to us. Like, what in the fuck? Oklahoma, same thing. South Carolina, same thing. Okay, yep. So marijuana is on 3 states ballots: Florida, North Dakota, South
Any of the
Dakota.
states make it where being a smartass is illegal?
No, because we still got freedom of speech, boy.
For now.
Until
but
tomorrow.
smartass should be defined as hate speech.
That could be like a 3-pronged test if smartassness fails. Some kind of test. It's not protected anymore.
Ah, yes.
So yeah, Florida is not getting marijuana, but North Dakota and South Dakota both have that measure on their ballots. So we'll see what happens. 0% right now.
There's one thing I know about North and South Dakota is somehow they are whiter than Florida and more radical than Florida.
Yeah.
Even though they're not
What about the
new,
mythical West Dakota?
The mythical West Dakota is called Idaho. We just skip right over Montana because it's a barren wasteland.
I love Montana.
Well, you'd
And
like
the
to have your
Montanans
eyes
were
rest
very
on nothing.
weirded out by me loving their landscape. They're like, why do you like the landscape here? It's like,
Man, Iowa saw the polls last night and they said, no, we're not voting. We're not counting.
Oh no, is Iowa? What's going on in Iowa? Oh my
They're
god.
just not, they're not counting their votes.
0.1% in. Yeah, I guess they're doing it tomorrow.
It's only 6 electoral votes, though, right?
Yeah. Your point?
But Iowa's big.
I think Harris got this in the bag because look, if it's right now, if it's 99-120, California is how many? 54. Washington is how many? 12. Okay, no, we need Nevada. Uh-oh.
Alex, it's not actually 50-50. It's a bunch of tiny blue cities trying to control all us big red counties.
It is because land doesn't vote, people do.
My favorite comeback is cows don't vote.
I mean that too, but what about the corn in Montana? They're like, well, cows don't vote. What about the corn? You know, Citizens United, make corporations
The corn
people. Maybe
gets
the corn can be a
1/3
person
of
too.
The corn gets a 1/3 vote.
Yikes, man.
Every what do you call it? Every kernel of corn gets a 1/3 of a vote.
And then we have to like split the progressives on the corn rights and have like another single. I'm so disappointed that Harris said nothing about the corn.
I saw a post that was so funny. It said, you have 48 chromosomes and a banana has 50 chromosomes. You are 2 chromosomes away from being a banana.
So close.
Way to go, Ida.
And then it
Good
said,
for her.
me, who's only 1 chromosome away.
So I saw a post that said some senator got like a message that said like your silence on Peanut is damning. And then I learned that Peanut is like a squirrel, apparently. That
Peanut the squirrel, yeah,
Oh,
that got raided and then euthanized.
Story of the century.
What happened? What
So,
happened with Peanut?
This guy is a OnlyFans porn star who I've followed for a long time.
Okay.
Oh my
god! One of his publicity things is that he wears like very loose gray sweatpants and plays with his pet squirrel on TikTok. You can see his dick swinging the whole time.
Oh my god!
On TikTok?
And yeah, and somebody really did not like it in his neighborhood because he and his wife both have OnlyFans stuff that they do. And somebody decided to rat him out and he's been on like news programs before with like his squirrel and stuff because it's like a big deal, has been for years. But they ratted him out to the local authorities for having like a wild pet. And when they came to bother him, it was like this whole. It was very targeted. They threw his furniture around and like ripped out the drawers out of his dressers and closets and stuff.
I don't know, man.
Looking for the squirrel.
Because he's hiding it.
And when they found it, it bit the officer who grabbed it because they wouldn't let the guy go into the house to help. Because it bit him, they have to test for rabies, and the only way to test for rabies is to examine the brain. So they euthanized it that day. They killed his pet squirrel and his pet raccoon.
This is a John Wick star. This guy could run for politics and crush it with the conservatives right now.
The guy was absolutely fucking devastated. I mean, mostly because that squirrel was his like economic draw, but also because he really loved his fucking squirrel. It was like his pet. I mean, for years I've seen. I can't imagine.
Okay, then why are the conservatives talking about the squirrel?
Oh,
They care because it's like a government overreach thing.
Because New York is a Democratic state, so they're blaming the Democrats.
This should never happen in a Republican country.
Yeah, because there's 12 people there, and of course you can have a raccoon. It's the only thing you can talk to, and then they're like 2,000 square miles around you. Like, no one cares.
Animal you can talk to in a 200
Anytime anybody
mile
says something
radius.
about it, I'm just like, yeah, ACAB. Those really were fucked up cops, weren't they?
I mean, it's sad. I guess I'm always at a loss with this kind of thing, where I'm like, okay, but what about like women's right to choose? You know, what about like minimum wage?
Power outage again?
So that's all true, Alex.
That's all true. That's what they say too.
It's despicable that people are politicizing it, and then the guy who has the squirrel definitely doesn't like it. That being said, I want to see someone fucking hang. They fucking killed his pet. I'm not letting it go.
You're just still on the OnlyFans thing. You confused hang and
If someone came
hung.
into my house, made me wait outside while they came and got my cat, and then because my cat bit them, they put it to sleep, I would want to see a human being dead
but that's
response.
a cat.
Dead. I want to see an officer dead.
Why do you have a cat and not a raccoon?
I don't fucking care what it is. I want to see a human being dead
But
in response to that.
That's what I'm saying is like this would never happen
How-
because for some reason you have a cat and not a raccoon. I'm wondering
Is there
like,
an animal that they could do that to that you would not be concerned with?
Not a
seeing?
mammal.
Not a mammal.
wow,
so if
that's
it's
really
any
twisted.
mammal,
So you wouldn't care if it was like a lizard.
any mammal.
That's right. Lizards aren't, intelligent.
And how
It says
attached do
who?
they have
Says
to be to
you?
the animal?
The arbiter
Says
of
biology.
intelligence?
Says, but yeah, exactly. Yes.
What if it's
Ridiculous.
like a monotreme? Like it's not quite a mammal. It lays eggs.
No, it's got to be a full mammal.
What about marsupials?
Yeah,
Mammal marsupials, sure.
There aren't marsupials that aren't mammalian. Like they're all mammalian.
What about birds?
No, I don't care about.
What
birds.
about an African gray parrot?
Wait,
that's
yeah.
60 years
That's
old and is like
gentlemen, we got him. What about a parrot that like?
generational?
I don't care about African gray parrots. Like I'd fight for someone who got upset about it, but like I wouldn't really be passionate.
What about
it?
That's so crazy. They actually
what about a
have a
mammal?
concept of a
Yeah, but
theory
what
of
about a
mind.
horse? What do you say about a horse? Yes,
What do
you
you mean?
want to see the cop hang if a horse
Yeah,
was euthanized?
of course.
Okay, so of course, first of all, missed opportunity. Second of all, why? What is
Because
what is the line?
Intelligence does not equal empathy, and I am not convinced.
What
that
about a
bird's
dolphin?
Intelligence.
You think
Dolphins? Yes, I know they're terrible, but that's not their fault. They're just a little stupid.
What about an illegal chimp?
Yeah, of course.
How is
If
intelligence?
someone had an illegal chimp at their house and
That's
the cops
their
had to
fucking
kill it,
business.
and the
Their
cops
fucking
had to
business.
kill it,
And the cops came and killed the chimp.
Well,
Yes,
it reached
that's-
for the
What if
gun.
other- what
It,
if
it
there
was
other
very
cir-
smart.
Okay, wait, whoa. What if there were
my
other
God.
what if there were other circumstances like the chimp
Yes.
has been eating children in the neighborhood?
If there were other circumstances,
Okay.
obviously that could be.
So
worse.
how
And
do you
even-
know that
even
the
in-
squirrel
even
was
in
not
this-
new? How do you know the
even
squirrel
in-
was not evil? The squirrel may have actually been a pedophile. Now what do you say? The squirrel was a pedophile.
The squirrel.
Sending me
the squirrel
random
was not
tweets.
pedophile.
How about a hypothetical squirrel that is a pedophile?
I don't think a squirrel.
It doesn't even have a
has-
profile.
Let's just ruin Alex's stream. Let's just
No,
ruin
this
it.
is great. I love this. Keep
Third
it going.
round,
I'm so happy right now to talk about this.
So it seems there may be
I
a-
don't
I
think
just
a
need to
squirrel
know
could
why
ever have
you
the
think intelligence and empathy are not related. Beyond, I just think so.
I do think they're related. I just do not think that birds meet that qualifier.
What about a? Well, why is a
But
squirrel?
why do you
meet
think that?
qualifier?
Like, what is your basis for that?
How come you don't think a horse meets that qualifier?
I said yes to a horse.
Yeah, but why did you say a horse?
This is what I'm saying.
Why'd
Like,
you
what
even
is
bring up a
your
horse?
what is your basis for this opinion? if I can call it that.
I feel that mammals as a whole are fairly developed. With some, there
Oh,
are
feel? You have feelings about it? Fucking
There are
What
no
if it was okay? So what if it was a
Yeah, I
a
don't
dog?
understand. I've already
but-
had this conversation with Silas like 3
What
times.
if it was a
Okay, I'm down
dog?
to have it again. I kind of miss the
What
bullshit.
if
You
it
know,
was
on
a
election
dog?
night, real quick, on election night, I want to actually do nothing but just talk about some bullshit. Okay, let's cook. Let's cook.
What if it was a dog, but the dog was missing 50% of its brain, and it was hooked up onto ventilators and a dialysis machine?
But it had a pig heart and a lizard brain.
Was the dog being put out for its misery?
No, the dog bit an officer while the officer was inspecting the house because they thought that they were treating the animal to cruelty by keeping it alive.
Interesting. See, right there, the motivation definitely lends more leniency.
See, that's what you didn't know about the squirrel. Is on his OnlyFans, he was committing adulterous acts with the squirrel present, and they had to take the squirrel away, but the squirrel bit. And the squirrel was crazy because he thought that the cops were going to sexually assault
What you don't know is what that squirrel bit.
So by all means,
Silas says, I have evidence to say to the contrary. There is no squirrel in any of his adult videos.
I've very much
bought every one of them.
kept my opinion curbed for a while everything was coming out about that case because I didn't want to jump to conclusions. But to my knowledge, I have been satisfied enough to know that this was very much a personal vendetta and that the officers were there had no right to do what they were doing.
They probably have no idea who he is compared to you. Actually,
and to me,
they're just
it
bullies.
wouldn't matter what type of beloved mammal that happened to be.
What about Mudang?
It was definitely wrong. That's a mammal, so yeah, of course.
Yeah, but it's a
Checking.
wet mammal. It has no hair.
Yeah, but when it's
Why
ugly,
wet mammals
it's
not
ugly,
count?
and people love it anyway.
And to clarify, I probably would for certain type of birds. See, to me, it's mostly about the connection to the owner.
Right. So the list,
and
that's
how-
yeah.
Honestly,
So what if-
almost as a point of it being their property.
What about child?
It could be a hairless.
What about
if it was a hairless male rat? So it has no milk, no hair.
Austin, do you see this shit? 177,
You know? What
Texas,
still makes it a
Florida,
mammal?
Georgia, all went to Trump.
It's genetics.
Mhm.
It's genetics.
Carolina
I
is
didn't see
currently
Georgia
Trump.
win.
So if I GMO,
I didn't see Georgia was
a
called.
dog
It's not
to
called,
no
sorry.
longer have any canine genetics, but it's still a dog.
Oh, it wouldn't be a dog if you didn't have canine genetics.
Like Theseus ship.
Listen, you want a Theseus
What if-
ship,
what
the
if the
genetics of a
dog- hold
dog?
on.
That becomes a
Okay,
very
how about this?
semantical conversation.
What if the dog has already contracted terminal radiation poisoning and none of its DNA is staying together at this point, and the cops killed it, 2 months before it melted into a pile of goo?
Why did they kill it?
They killed it because it bit them while they were coming to the house because the person's experimenting with nuclear radiation.
Well, if someone was experimenting with nuclear radiation, I can't say I have a whole lot of.
See, that's what you didn't know is this guy on his OnlyFans. He had I just shoved a nuke up my pussy.
What?
You don't know that?
No, I don't. I
Oh,
don't
really?
know that. Folks, it's the worst part of the night.
This is when the daily votes start flooding in.
Harris wins Nevada. Trump wins Arizona. Harris wins Pennsylvania. Oh man, North Carolina's going Trump. Oh no.
Of course, North Carolina's going Trump.
That gunshot sound right there was perfectly timed to the ways to win flipping towards Trump.
Come in my ass and call me Obama.
Oh, now this is really streaming quality. Like, you know how people get those voiceovers? Virginia.
Oh, wow.
So loud. That's the annoying part. Why do you play all of them at the same time? Why do you not wait to spread them out?
Didn't play them all at the same time.
You played all three of them sequentially.
It's lagging, and they all played at the same time. I'm trying to find one, and they.
That's the one I fucking hate.
Yeah,
I didn't play that one.
God.
His last order.
Oh, here it is. I found it. I found it. This one, Alex. You never heard.
I just shoved a nuke up my pussy.
Nice. That's really a good one.
That's why they had to kill the squirrel, Silas.
See, if Georgia and North Carolina go to Trump,
It's
Yeah,
down
that's a
to
problem.
Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin.
Either Arizona or Nevada.
Pennsylvania will go, I think, to Harris. I'd like to hope. So let's just give it.
She couldn't lose North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, and Nevada.
I hope
I would
not,
like
man. I'm gonna feel
350
so
electoral
stupid
votes.
for
She-
registering in
she-
Washington if
She
Nevada
can't lose
loses.
all four.
What do you mean she can't lose all four? You mean like she would
can.
not be able to
I
win
admit
if she
it's
lost
not
all
a
four,
clean cut.
or
It's
there's
not
no
an
way for
easy
her to lose
decision.
those states because they're shoe-ins.
Not
worth
no
consideration.
way, but no reasonable
That
way
being
from
said,
standard expectations.
all of this is contingent on the fear
ones are we
that
talking about? Which
Kamala
states?
Harris loses, which I don't yet
If
believe.
she wins the
so
Rust
we'll do
Belt,
our
but
analysis of her
loses
loss.
Arizona,
If she loses.
Nevada, Georgia, and North Carolina, it is pretty unlikely that she will win.
This reminds me
Barely
too much of 2016.
any of Mecklenburg.
I don't like
County
this
has been
270 to
counted.
win because it's
That's up
calling
in
things
favor
when
of
there's like
Kamala Harris by
55%
30
votes.
points. Likewise, Greensboro and the surrounding area. Though right now Greensboro is only like 50-50 more or less. So maybe more of these votes come in. Didn't somebody say that North Carolina isn't counting their mail-in votes today?
Iowa might
They're
go
only
for
doing it in
Harris.
person. Or was that just
Now,
was
Iowa
that
going
just
for Harris
Philadelphia or
would be
Pennsylvania?
a
Am I
surprise
mixing
and
it up?
would change things. Because I think we'd kind of just resigned it to be a Trump state.
Right now, with 10% of votes in, it's
okay.
it's 18 points Harris, but that's
10%
more
is
than
not
that here.
saying much.
no, it's not.
That could, yeah.
Check that Ulrich race. Let's see how he's doing.
Are we counting early
Y'all
votes
keep
today?
saying his
Depends
name
on the
different
state.
every single
Allred
time.
is back on the menu at 48% with 49.9 to 48.1 Cruz.
A lot of people turned out here relative to the
Please.
proportion shown here.
Give us that.
What?
Uncounted.
What is that
estimate.
sitting
Yeah,
at?
okay. Lots left in Charlotte.
But we'll vote.
I'm sitting at
We'll like.
63% with Cruz still ahead at 51
yeah,
to 46.
Yeah,
How many percent are you sitting at?
52-46
So, yeah,
at 63 established.
this shows
63% votes. Okay.
the uncounted votes by county. And as you
Politico
can
is
see
not
over
showing
here
that
in
many
North
votes.
Carolina,
This is
mostly
updated to,
Oh,
like,
there it goes.
1
Just
minute
like
ago.
Charlotte
5%
has like
down.
a fuck ton that haven't been counted yet.
Nah.
It's this urban like triangle right here.
Come on, you guys will even vote for Cruz
Colin
just because he's
Allred in
Republican?
Dallas is at 63% to Ted Cruz 35.
Good.
Holy
People
How are we
hate
doing in House
him.
/ Senate?
Because he's
Indecent is not
terrible.
As big, which is crazy.
Oy.
To Uvalde fucking did 60% of their votes.
Likewise
fucking
over here.
Cruz. That's
In Pennsylvania,
Bullshit.
again, the vast majority
There's a very large Hispanic
40.
population in that area.
of the uncounted votes are here in Philadelphia and
Oh,
around it.
Reuters map looks horrible. It looks
All blue
Harris 30, Trump 154.
I think there's a lot
because they're not calling
to be
Pennsylvania.
optimistic about.
But not Pennsylvania. They're not calling any
don't think
state
they
for.
should call
Pittsburgh goes
Pennsylvania.
blue. Pittsburgh
Yeah.
suburbs do not, which makes sense in
you're
the
right.
context of like Rust Belt white flight.
I mean, it's only 20% reporting.
PA just got a massive update. Like Right now?
Why is it such a tight race?
I don't see it.
Yeah, this is
But
a
I believe you.
mind-blowing part, man. How is this
Have
so
we won?
close?
Dude, I saw
Yes,
the picture
because
of
everyone's a
the
winner.
people
As
raiding
long as they
the
have a
Capitol
good time.
January 6th.
Wisconsin's the one I'm worried about.
The comment, like the
I wouldn't be
caption was,
worried about Wisconsin.
how
I really wouldn't.
is he even
4%
allowed to run again
of
after
the votes
this?
counted.
No one
I
thought
really wouldn't worry
that
about
anyone would vote for a fucking felon, man. They were wrong.
They should have. He should have been fast tracked, put in jail, and then they should have just been like, he cannot be on the ballot in like 30 of the states.
Yep.
Yep.
His sentencing isn't until later this
I am
month.
not having a good time
so-
here. Well, you know.
Okay,
Wisconsin
the threads we got.
They
Oh, I
executed
didn't say Wisconsin was going to win.
January.
I just said don't worry.
Red Mirage, it always sucks early. Always. It's just math. Everybody breathe. Talking to myself. That's real.
Are you on Threads?
I am. I'm just scrolling through.
What about Mastodon?
That's like the Fediverse browser, right? Or is that Blue Sky?
Mastodon is the Fediverse? What are you talking about?
Do you not know what Fediverse is? Here, I'll show you.
No, I don't know what the Fediverse is.
Fediverse is a decentralized
Jeez.
network of social media platforms that are connected by common protocol, allowing users to communicate across different services. Mastodon, Fediverse.
I mean, it is self-hosted, but I don't think
Oh, look, Mastodon. With one account, you get access to social apps, the Fediverse. Now you feel
I
silly, and
thought
that's
you were
okay.
talking
Never
about
mind
something-
that. Threads is actually part of the Fediverse, and so me posting on Threads post things for people on Mastodon to see.
I thought it was something to do with a streamer called like Fetty.
Fetty what?
Or like, yeah, it's like it's the verse, you know, like the multiverse of Fetty.
I
Like,
thought he
I don't
meant
know
like.
what you do.
I thought he meant like federal, like it was like he was like a federal site, but like
That's where the feds live. Yep.
yeah, like it's just a bunch of
Donald
bunch
Trump
of bad boys.
wore a campaign hat to the polls, thereby ending his campaign by again breaking the law. Nobody wore any campaign hats where I was polling,
Well,
but there
good.
was like a lady with her friends, and she was handing out papers with all of the conservatives like listed out on the paper. And I was like, why the fuck would you bring that to? First off, why would you bring it? Two, the ballot has what they're fucking like what party they're on.
Yep.
They just want you to know who's supported.
Yeah.
They just want to be able to pressure you into voting for the person.
That's what. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm going to bed at 9, so
9
Good call.
o'clock.
That's a very good call. Healthy. It's like going to bed early on Christmas.
The votes counted. North Carolina is lost. People are saying that North Carolina has been called by Decision Desk HQ for Trump. Is that true? If that's the case, that sounds like an extremely preemptive call based on the information we have now.
No way.
Can somebody link that to me? Huh. That is very surprising to me.
Wow, Decision Desk. Watch his stream here, getting secondhand news. But Decision Desk called North Carolina for Trump. Very early.
That's projected, not called. I'm a little bit tired. My eyes are a bit blurry. Did that say projected, not called?
Stupid.
Yeah, projected. 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 Projected.
That's still not good. That's not
By
good.
the way,
That's
just
not
to
good.
clear up any confusion, let's not go off of Decision Desk's calls. Since we're already looking at AP News so much, let's use the AP News
I sent
call.
you a Threads.
yeah?
A Mastodon, sorry.
What's the
a
difference?
Mastodon.
Well, they're different groups.
A bleat, I think is what they're called. I don't know.
Really? Where did you send it to me?
A toot. It's called a toot.
It's called what?
So,
A
that's the
Mastodon.
difference.
Mastodon's like a Twitter alternative, and they don't call them tweets. They call them toots.
No,
'cause
between
it's a
projected
mastodon,
and
like an
call.
elephant.
Projected is who you think is going to win.
Interesting.
Call is when you say this person is basically won. NBC News projects that Sarah McBride has won her House seat and will be the first openly transgender member of Congress. Nice. Yippee! Making strides. That's pretty impressive. Any chance we win Kansas? No. Kansas? No.
Let's take a look at this.
Trump is pulling ahead in Virginia. No, he's not. Again, let's do this again. Okay,
Video from
let's
the
do.
Onion.
Yep.
It's very funny though.
Let's check it out. Get some laughs.
New polling out this week shows a tight race in a handful of
Oh,
hotly
Boston
contested
is
swing
called.
states.
They're calling
Joining me
Austin.
now to break down the numbers is ONN's
Okay, well, if you
Jason
call
Copeland
now, then
at the
Trump
Big Map.
wins.
Thanks, Dwight. We're seeing some really
fuck.
interesting trends in a lot of key
Check out this
battleground
video.
states. Let's start with
Go to
Pennsylvania
sleep,
with
boy.
its coveted 19
Okay,
electoral
what do we
votes.
got?
And I want to focus for a moment on Erie County up here. This is
Oh,
a
wait, there is
crucial
one more
swing
video I
county.
wanted to
It
send
goes
you,
Trump in
Alex.
It's okay.
2016,
It's okay, we'll check it out.
narrowly back to Biden in 2020. Now I want to go in even further than that. This right here, this is Mill Creek Township, District 2. Polls are showing momentum toward Harris in areas like this.
It gets so
But to
much
really
better,
understand what's going on, let's go even closer. Zoom in a little bit more. Right here, right here. This is 114
That's you.
Hilltop Lane. I
That's
want
you.
to take us inside the bedroom here. Bear with me. There we go. So this is Nick
Later, boys.
Camden,
T-post.
37-year-old
Later.
registered independent.
Me
He
in my
goes Hillary
bedroom,
in 2016,
getting scammed.
Trump in 2020. Which way is he going to go in 2024? Really hard to say at this point. It's
We have to
pretty
go
early. We
deeper.
know it's
Let's
gonna
examine the
happen.
brain.
And Jason, what do
We
you
do
see
have to
inside
zoom
this
in.
person that might indicate movement one way or another?
Zoom
So
in
this
even
is a very
further.
ordinary Rust Belt body, small town values, predominantly white. It's
move
got
it, I
the
didn't
lungs,
realize
it's got
blocked.
the vascular system, the heart. But I actually want to show you what's in
Oh,
here.
yeah, there we go.
This is the neocortex and the
Amygdala.
These are areas of the brain responsible for regulating
go into the
emotion and memory.
neocortex.
So let's play out a couple of scenarios here. If, for example, this man remembers his grandmother and the time she took him to an Al Gore rally in 1999,
We have to
feels good about
scroll
that,
through the memories.
That's a win for the Democrats. On the other hand, take a look at this. This is the area of
Pull
the
up
brain
his
that's
meta
associated
twin.
with social interaction and groups, and we've seen it light up when Nick goes out for beers with his Trump-supporting
Oh,
coworkers. So
not good.
we're looking at
Yeah,
really
he
a
goes out
thin
for beers
margin
with
here.
his
I want to show
coworkers.
you something, actually. Let's come back out. Let's go past the rib cage, past the lungs, past the heart, past the tumor. Healthcare going to be a really big issue in this election, obviously. Past the DNA to what we're calling the source.
The
origin
source.
of life. Existence itself, where all of humanity's answers can be found.
And can we zoom in further than that?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm scared. But what we can do is we can actually zoom out here, out of the DNA, out of Nick Camden, out of Erie, Pennsylvania, out of the solar
I was
system, to the
scared
edges
too.
of our cosmos, where we see ultimately how meaningless this whole race
All right,
really
fair
is,
enough.
and how insignificant all of our tiny little lives really are.
That is a big map. Thank you, Jason. Coming up next, the Trump campaign is in
Pollster's
full-on
getting
damage
crazy.
control after footage leaked.
Oh man, good stuff. Good,
Vote
good
count.
stuff.
Atlanta and Atlanta's suburbs
Oh,
are like
yeah, we're back
80% of the
to-
remaining uncounted votes. You know what I think? I think that Georgia is so fucked in their election process that like this is going to be a nail biter for like 48 hours, you know? Like
Yeah, I
it's
got
going
so
to
much shit
seem
going
like
on
they're
this
almost
week
done.
To be
And then right when it seems like they're about to be finished, and it's like 5 points in either direction or whatever, they're going to say like, oh no, wait, actually,
just got a lot
there
of
was a
work to do,
small
and this is
procedural
gonna
issue
be the
with
only thing
at
on my
this point in
mind.
time. So for that reason, we're redoing everything.
Stress you out too much.
Don't forget
no
about the
matter what
bomb
way it
threats, and the
goes.
bomb threats are delaying everything.
Not because it's not stressful, but just
What I'm
because there's
saying
nothing
is
you can
we
do
need
about
to wait on
I
Georgia.
did my
We need
part.
to let it cook for
I
a
made the
bit, okay?
videos.
We need to sizzle it up.
Exactly.
We need to let it roast and toast.
With that, I think that is a good call. I'm going to end the stream here. So if you hop on in the future and see this, thank you for being here. And then check out the next part where we're either all drunk and celebrating or we're all high as fuck and coping. So take care, y'all.